I have selected the material storage conditions. I have removed company code text data because we can reduce one select statement. Okay, we'll see that in the different program. Now, what is the next data I have to select? MAKT, right? To select data from MAKT, material text. Here, I can write here only. Where is the Mara statement? Yes. If the material is available, in this same if condition, write material MAKT also. If the material is available. You can write here, you can take EKPO or MARA. It is your choice. Okay, both are same here because both contains Matner, right? Both contains material field, right? Mara table and EKPO table both contains material table, so that you can take any table. Okay, select Matner from tell me the next statement. What is the next statement?
For all entries.
For all entries in which table?
T1 4 to T.
T1. Do we have material number here?
T.
T140 to T. Do we have a material number? Tell me, do we have a material number in T140 to T?
No, sir.
No,
Mara
right? But
has
how can you use that in for all entries? So
Mara,
can I write
Mara.
like this? For all entries in IT underscore S text where Matner equal to is going to work.
No, sir.
Do you have a Matner field here? Then which table contains Matner data? Which table contains material master data here?
Mara or EKPO.
Mara or EKPO both contains material data, right? You can take Mara or material.
EKPO.
EKPO or Mara, okay? Both are fine because both contains material number. Now I've completed my data selections, select statements. Since I have removed the T001 table, so I don't need to select that table. Check the syntax, escape character, escape sign is missing. Escape sign is missing. Escape. So comma is missing here. Okay. Now my select statements are completed. Why have I included both select statements in same if statement? Because these two are based on which data? MARA data. These two data selections are based on what is the input for these two data selections? Mara table data. IT underscore Mara table data. That's why I kept both in the same if statement. Okay. Now, how to merge this data into our final output internal table?
Using loop statement.
Right, loop statement. Which one we have to loop?
EKPO.
Here, which internal table we have to loop? EKKO, EKPO, or MARA?
EKPO.
because EKPO contains multiple records for each header item. Okay, that's why we have to loop EKPO. So what is this statement? This statement.
BUKRS.
So yesterday we have used field to field mapping, right? W underscore output hyphen EBLN equal to W like this. Equal to like this. Yesterday we have used like this. You can also do like this. But if you have a number of fields, it is difficult for you to type, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
You can just use this statement. Move corresponding work area data to W underscore output. What it will do? There is matching fields, right? Which are coming from EKPO. Whatever the field it's find in W underscore output, it will place those values in this work area. In this EKPO, we have EBLN, EBLP, and NETPR, right? So whatever the fields matching, that will be automatically placed to output. Otherwise, we have to use this field to field mapping. Okay. Then header data. Read table IT underscore EKKO into W underscore EKKO with key. What is the condition? What is the link between
EBLN.
EKKO and EKPO?
EBLN equal to work area KPO EBLN.
If equal to 0,
Move corresponding
you can use field to field mapping or move corresponding. W underscore
area
EKKO to
EKKO to work
W
area
underscore
find.
output.
Work out.
What text? Material text and material storage conditions. First we'll populate material text. Read table.
Table of my
Define this internal table. So tell me the condition where we are getting MATLAB EKPO, right? EKPO hyphen MATLAB. If e equal to 0,
move corresponding work area of I make it to work area.
okay. What is the next data we have to select? We have selected, we have populated material header data, material item data,
Material description. Material.
here we are populating material description or material text. What is the next remaining thing? Storage conditions, right? Material storage conditions data we have to populate. From where we are getting material storage condition data? From this table, Mara table. Material storage condition code is coming from Mara table, and material storage condition text is from T142T, right?
So,
Since we are already having storage condition code here, We don't need to write read statement again on Mara table because we are using Mara table just to link, find the storage condition code. Okay. Okay. Which one? What is the link?
Mara.
Do you have Mara in storage conditions table?
Would be
This one equal to what? What we have to
work
pass?
area.
Hmm?
Okay.
Which one? EKPO.
Mara, sir. Mara table.
In
Work
which
area.
table you have the storage condition field?
Mara.
Mara table, right? But what is the link? How can I pass here? But I am not selecting data from Mara table, right? Into work area. That's why I have to write. This is just for linking. Okay. We're not going to. We can display material storage condition code and text from this table, but there is no link, right, to read the data. That's why we are writing this select statement. Mara into key partner equal to what? If sub RC equal to 0. Right? WA underscore Mara hyphen storage condition code. Now, here we're not populating any data from Mara table, but this we have to write just to link data in material storage conditions table. Is it clear? At the end, clear? I'll tell you one more important thing. If we need to use for all entries, there should be at least some record in the header table. This IT underscore EKKO, there should be at least one record. And this record should be in sorted order. The header record, it should be in sorted order. We'll see in the next program, we'll follow all those rules. There are certain rules to use for all entries. So the header table should not be empty and that should be in sorted order. Okay, and there should not be any duplicates to use for all entries. Select company code 3000 and execute. So why there is no data? Why there is no output? Why it is not displaying anything?
Can't display the output, sir.
But because we are not Why I see data in this Japanese? Am I a Japanese user? Do I know this Japanese or Chinese language?
You have to pass language key and program.
Even for storage conditions are blank. So I have only one storage condition. So even that storage condition text also displaying in some Chinese language or Japanese language. So why? Because for text tables, it is mandatory to pass which one? Language key. This one. Where and SPRAS equal to what? SY hyphen, that is current user
Language.
login language. This is common for all text tables. So whenever you are writing select statement on a text table, what is the mandatory rule? You should use a language key as in where condition. Okay, clear? Also, when we are using for all entries, what you need to do? Before using for all entries, you should check whether there is at least one record in the header table or not. In this IT underscore EKKO, after this select statement, before going to use this in IT underscore EKPO, you should make sure that there is at least one record in the EKKO table and it is in sorted order. By which field? EBL. Okay. By default, it is ascending. Sort order is ascending. If you want to sort it descending, use descending keyword. Okay. By default, it is ascending. Sort order is ascending. You know, right? What is ascending and descending? Sub-RC means. So what are the rules of for all entries? You can check like this. You can check like this. How can you make sure that there is some record in the internal table? If you check sub-RC, that means okay, there is some data available. Otherwise, you can also check like this. If IT underscore EKKO is not initial. What is the second rule? Internal table should be sorted like this. What is the third rule to use for all entries? No duplicate records. So we are sorting the internal table, but how can you delete the duplicate records? Like this. So we'll apply the remaining later. Don't confuse. Okay. We'll just apply sort statements. Sort. Which one is it? What is the header table for this? EKPO, right? Okay. Anyway, we don't have enough time. So, you know, but remember these rules. Before using for all entries, you should follow all these rules. Okay, in the next program, we'll implement all these rules. Okay, escape.
double dots.
That's okay. That's not a problem. You have to maintain text element. Now we see data only in English language, right? So these are empty because looks like there is no data maintained for those materials. Okay. There are storage conditions. Even there is no storage condition for most of the materials. But whatever the material contains storage condition, it is displaying the text. Yeah. Think this material contains storage condition, that is 50 means warehouse, containers, etc. Okay, where you need to store that material. Is this clear? So here we merged 5 internal tables or 4 internal tables into output structure. Okay, usually in projects you may need to write this many select statements or maybe more than this. But is there any difficulty here? If you know what is the header data and item data, you can link both internal tables and merge that into final internal table. Here, EKKO is the header data for EKPO, and EKPO is the header data for to select material text data. And also, EKPO is the header data for to select material conditions data, right? So you can use EKPO as header for both material text and material conditions, right? And here we are reading the data. It is as usual. So this is how we merge multiple tables into final output internal table and display the output. Okay. We have to remember the rules to use for all entries. Before using the for all entries, you should follow certain rules. That is, the header table should be in sorted order and there is no duplicates allowed. So there should not be two purchase order numbers with the same value. There should not be duplicate purchase order records in the internal table in our case. Okay. And it should be in sorted order, right? These three rules we should follow before going to use for all entries. Clear? For text tables, you have to use language key.